Hello, hello, welcome. We've got an exciting announcement with a very special guest with an incredible food we want to share with you that is now available in a different form. This is one of my favorite local foods, absolutely. And when you think about local food, you think about Calgary, Alberta, it's not the first food that comes to mind.
No.
You are doing something very unique, very pioneering here, which is this man here is growing spirulina, fresh, raw, living spirulina here in Calgary, Alberta. He's been doing it under the company SpiraVeg, and it's been available in the little jars here at Light Cellar and a couple other places in town on your website. There's also the little frozen packets,
Cubes.
Yeah,
we
that's
call them
right.
cubes.
Yeah,
pods,
totally.
yeah.
So now there's a new kind of era, which is the freeze-dried spirulina, and this is absolutely amazing. So you had given me a sample a couple weeks ago, maybe even going back 2 months ago now. You've been working on it. It's been behind the scenes, trying to perfect it, make it just right, and very excited for this. So we're going to go ahead and show you what it looks like, the benefits, uses, everything like that. And still that super high quality being here produced locally. It's odorless, it's tasteless, it's nutrient dense, it's all those good things. But now just in a freeze dried, very easy to use, convenient form. So yeah, tell us a little bit about it.
Well, it's been a long way in getting to this point, but essentially this is what our packet is. It's about 2 grams of the freeze-dried spirulina. Essentially what we do is we harvest our product, the raw fresh, and it equates to about 1 tablespoon of raw fresh in one of these packets. Turns into 2 grams of freeze-dried powder.
Yeah, and let me clarify, because you say a tablespoon, like I've got a tablespoon of the dried right there. No, a little bit less?
It's about a heaping teaspoon.
Heaping teaspoon.
Essentially.
Yeah, for sure. So there's far more fresh that goes into creating that. I think you told me at one time it was 7 times, or what's the ratio?
It's about 8 to 1.
8 to 1.
7.5.
Yeah. So in comparison, when buying the fresh, which is amazing, it's one of my favorite things, to now have it in this kind of dried form, very easy, very convenient to use. And what about in terms of potency? So obviously we're losing a little bit of water content, but I think that trade-off is there's so many other kind of advantages to having it in this form.
Yeah, aside from the non-perishable nature of it, with freeze-dried, typically 20 to 25 years shelf life if it's properly sealed.
Right,
These
wow.
are vacuum sealed. We say 5 years, but I mean, really?
Yeah.
20 years. If you can't get through it in 5 years, well,
Yeah.
But I mean, the big thing is that, yeah, you can take it with you. You got a trip, you're flying somewhere, you're going camping, you're going to the beach, you want to leave some in the office, in the desk, whatever. It just sit there and wait for you whenever you're ready. So that's the biggest feature. And with the freeze drying, you're not losing anything other than the water content.
Yeah, that's amazing. And
all of the nutrients are there. The antioxidants, most importantly, are not oxidized because of the process of freeze drying. The extraction process does not harm the product in any way, and then it's vacuum sealed.
Yeah.
So it's completely protected. All your vitamins, all your enzymes, all your minerals are there.
And I know you've got a really super high standards, and you worked a long time on this. You could have sent your spirulina off just to kind of get regular dried and all the different ways that it happens. But I know for you, having that quality was very important, and I can taste it. I mean, it's amazing. This is the best dried spirulina ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Since we've been involved in this business and had awareness, we've had so many producers from India, China contacting us and saying, hey, would you like to buy bulk spirulina powder? And I was like, yeah, we've done our research. We know what's in that stuff, and no thanks. It doesn't conform to what we're all about. We want to produce and provide the highest quality product that we can. And getting a third-party producer is just totally against anything we believe in. So yeah, it's a lot more work, a lot more expense, but we can guarantee that you won't find a better quality product.
Yeah.
Right there.
All right. So how can one use this? I mean, I've just eaten it right out the package. It turns your mouth green for just a moment, but it's worth it. I mean,
I was just on a little vacation. We were at the beach and Saskatchewan. I was feeling a little tired. I just ripped the bag open, and when I was driving, and just boom, I woke up. I felt great. Make my 6-hour drive, and so right out of the bag is one of the best ways. I mean, it's just you want to have maybe something to chase it down with, because you get a little bit dry in mouth, but it's just so easy. And I love the taste of it. It's just kind of a mild nutty flavor almost. It's hard to describe, but
it's almost reminiscent of like a breakfast cereal.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. It's kind of like yeah. But
Yeah.
for those that are doing smoothies or want to water, it mixes really easily into water. Super, just dump it in. You don't have to worry about if you're gonna blend it. You're not gonna be rupturing the cells and oxidizing. It's just all those concerns are not there. Mixes really easy.
No, totally. So we got a question. Hey, Mike, how you doing this morning? He asked, do you ship to the U.S.? And I mean, this is one of the advantages now that yes, you can. Before, shipping the fresh, shipping the frozen, there's a lot of packaging that goes into that. It's got to be done really quick, so a lot of expense. So this is going to be very accessible now to anyone outside of Calgary.
Absolutely, yeah. Essentially, we just drop it in the mail and it shows up. There might be some shipping involved and fees and border crossing challenges of I don't know, whatever that's legalities of that. But we have shipped to the States. We have a few shipments that have arrived. No issues whatsoever.
Yeah.
So
it's
the frozen and obviously too much to ship that. The fresh, very logistically challenging to ship that as well. Costly. This very effective. Works great.
Yeah, easy for travel. So I like these just kind of like mini pouches.
Yeah.
So like you say, you're out on the go, you're camping, you have a couple in the car. In a grid down situation, you want to show folks as it goes into the glass. So you can add it to water for instant spirulina drink. And we've had Roger in the store before giving samples of the fresh spirulina just mixed in water. And it's amazing. Like it's the number of people that would, wow, look at that, instantly dissolving, right?
Yeah.
The average person looking at that would go like, what? No way, swamp water, not doing it, right? Couldn't do it. And that's, partly it's a prejudice. And then for some people, it's actually, no, I've tasted spirulina before. There's no way I could drink that. But with this, you can, because it's literally tasteless. And the powder does have just a slight more taste, but it's a benefit. I find it quite enjoyable. It is slightly nutty, almost kind of like a cereal grain type of flavor. There's a slight bit of sweetness diluted out in water. Just like that is good. So very easy for anyone to take.
Yeah, very tolerable. And then if you were to add any other flavors like a juice or add it to a smoothie, all you're gonna notice is the green.
Yeah.
Essentially it masks right away.
Yeah.
Such a unique, different experience from any other spirulina I've ever had.
Yeah.
That really turned me off until we started producing that.
Yeah, it's actually a great summer drink. So one of the things that I've done is I love to mix it with mint. In the hot summer, mint is actually very cooling. It has refrigerant properties. And spirulina, I feel is also cooling in general. It's not a warming food per se, but if I were to put it on the spectrum, I'd say it's also cooling as well.
Certainly, yeah.
So perfect for those hot summer days. Mixes very well with mint or anything like that. Other greens.
Elixirs?
Yeah, elixirs. Although I know you're a bit of a stickler for the heat there and the blending, and we've talked about that. And you're kind of like, okay, if you blend it for just a short amount of time.
I think there's a lot more flexibility with this on the blending component because obviously the cells have been ruptured,
right?
So that's a step we're not worried about now.
Yeah.
To remove the water, it has to come out of the cell, so the cell has been ruptured and that's compromised. You wouldn't want to mix this up and then let it sit all day because then you do risk the chance of oxidization.
Right, yeah.
Mix it up, consume it right away. But if you blend it, no problem.
Yeah.
The heat, as with anything, the heat's going to damage the nutrients if it's present. So
yeah, it's not like it's boiling water.
No, I don't. Yeah, your elixirs are very tolerable on the heat spectrum. So.
And this brings up another point, kind of one of the key differences between spirulina and chlorella. We can maybe talk about that a little bit. So I know a lot of chlorella is sold as, cracked cell wall, because it's so difficult actually for us as humans to kind of break that open through the digestive process. But spirulina, that's not the issue. So, when you have that fresh, you're like you say, the cell wall is intact, which is a benefit, and us, you know, our bodies can break it down and digest it, so the nutrients are not compromised in any way. It's also, I would say, more of a complete food. Chlorella has its own role, its own purpose. A lot of people use it for detoxification because it's so high in chlorophyll. Spirulina is also very high in chlorophyll, but it's also got this blue pigment, that phycocyanin as well, doesn't it?
Yep, that's one of the, I always say it's probably the number one reason to be consuming spirulina. If you were to find one reason, it would be for the antioxidants, the phycocyanin.
Yeah.
Exceptionally high. Ours comes in about 500 milligrams per, pardon me, I don't know what the correlation is. It's exceptionally high. When you look at other spirulinas, ours, well, it just slipped my mind. The ratio, 500 milligrams per kilogram? No. It's on our website, pardon me.
All good, yeah.
And that just, it's huge. What it's for, on top of everything else you're getting, you know, the protein content, it's about 70%. Vitamins, minerals, 65 minerals, vitamins.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
Cool. So there's just a few places folks can get these now. So obviously your website, SpiraVeg, is it .com or .ca?
It's .com.
.com. Okay. Yeah. And then also lightseller.ca. We're going to be adding it to the web store as well, but it's also in store. Just this morning, it's the first shipment, bringing the bags down. And so what Roger's got here is a little bag that all the packages in there are just in this nice, easy, convenient bag. So, you know, take it home, spread them out. Okay, a couple packs in the car, a couple packs in your backpack, a couple packs in the cupboard, that kind of thing. And then you've always got your spirulina. Yeah. Anything else you want to say about it?
No, I just enjoy it. Come try it out. I think maybe we have them available on our website. I don't know if you want to offer them as an individual pack in the store, maybe. Yeah. That's something we're doing. We have a trial pack for a period of time. You can order 3 pouches through our website.
Right, okay.
And we can mail them out to you if you're a distant viewer.
Right.
Prior, you know, so you don't have to commit to a large purchase. You can just get the 3-pack.
Try it out. Yeah, experiment. So. All right, cool. Well, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for Roger for being on here and creating such an amazing, nutrient-dense local food.
Well, thank you, Malcolm. It's always a pleasure to come into the store and have a chat with you.
Yeah, okay.
Appreciate it.
Right on.
Cheers.